Okay, so what I'm saying, and wow, look at this. This says fools too. It says fools mistake their flesh for plastic. And it says it's easy to fool yourself, but hard to fool an audience. And what I'm getting is with this, so we've got this red, right, with the family, which I'm seeing as, this is, I feel, with this, okay, see if I can get all this out. Because we've got red cape here, red flower covering you here, red here. You're turning this swan red, right? And this Four of Swords is sitting here beside this. I feel like you've already healed all these family issues, right? Whether they be money, feelings of worth, I'm really getting, right? It's like they've been holding you back because, see, this is the gift. It's been healed. It's been healed. Yeah. I mean, this is the Fool. This is a clean slate, right? Sitting over top of this devil, right? It's like there's... And look, everybody here is looking towards the past, right? It's like in the past, you made a decision, of course, of some sort. And you have your eyes closed, and we start with the eyes closed, we end with the eyes closed. But in order to, before you could move into the future, you had to do this healing, right? This is this time period that we've been going through of just kind of a stasis of sorts. And like I said, I do see this, this being in the air element as this trust in the journey, and, maybe even thinking about your next moves, right? Just being open to possibilities. You are a mutable sign, which, gives us, I'm a Gemini, so with Sagittarius in the North Node. But yeah, just kind of open to the possibilities, looking out. You've reached this summit. But what I think is you don't realize that you've conquered the devil energy, right? You've really mastered this energy. I see this as, this is earth energy. This is, I just saw a little shake there. I want to make sure everything is cool. Okay. Taking, the pleasures of the time period, right? Of, food and all of that, right? There's just this enjoyment. It's completely natural, right? With this pure nature here, the gift here, Queen Bee here, I just feel like this is just reveling in sensuality, but I don't know if you completely realize it. I feel like because here, I think that you're feeling good, right? You're really reveling in the gifts. This could be, some of you could really be receiving some kind of gift from someone at this point. But more I'm getting from this is a spiritual gift, right? With this, we see the stained glass window with an angel or God or something looking down on you. And the gifts of the season, of being present, right? Meditation, received through meditation. I really see that there as well. But that you're healed, healed of anything from the past, I think is the biggest thing that's coming through for me. And I'm sorry if you hear a weed eater. It started after I started. The joys. Okay. But this is what you're consciously moving toward, right? This pure nature. And we can see the outline of her body here, but she's not covered with anything fake, right? This is completely natural, right? The Fool touching this pure nature. But you're still in your head about it, right? I feel like because the reason I say that is because they're like facing in opposite directions, right? You still are telling yourself, because the Queen of Swords is a more mature woman, and this is whether you're a masculine or a feminine person. This is like, the youthful maiden versus the divorced older woman, right? You're feeling like this is kind of I think you're feeling this way, but you keep telling yourself, no. I feel like you are that's a cat this time. So when all that kind of stuff happens, I feel like it's definitely, this could even be like this devil energy, right? Like you're on the summit here looking into the God eye, and then something like that happens, right? I'm even seeing that here, right? Like as soon as you feel like you're really like you've reached that place, something happens to kind of like set you, try to get you off course. But yeah, there's this new you budding, but you're just, you're keeping yourself, because it's touching this 8 of Swords here. And I just, this cat is standing here. His hands aren't bound. This blindfold is coming unraveled by itself, and he's just standing there. It's like it's willful, right? And we have the same pink running through up here as we do here. So there's healing that's happened here, right? You just haven't seen it yet. I just can't help but feel like, it's like you're kind of willfully not seeing it. It's almost willful. It's easy to fool yourself, but hard to fool an audience. And this is Spirit saying, we see you. We see you. You're not faking it anymore, right? And this card just screams of stardom. And we have the star down here in your emotions. And this is about healing, right? But also it is about moving, listening to the inner guide. And I do sometimes get, an actual star, whether that be on a micro or macro level, your star, right? And you are probably destined for more. I mean, we have 3 8s here. 8, 17 breaks down to an 8, 8 in the future. That is abundance. That's the infinity symbol even, right? Going on. You know, keep it, you know, you're being like an eternal presence. We have an 11 and a 1 here in your subconscious. And then we have the underlying, and I put these up here together, not even thinking about it, but this breaks down to an 11 and a 1, right? All this initiatory energy. But below, you know, it's like below, you know, you're a queen, right? And we only ones that are looking towards the future is this Queen of Swords and this Queen Bee. And the truth is that these can be combined. You can have the wisdom of the Queen of Swords with this pure nature, you know. It's not contradictory. And, you know, because she is mature, yet she is also just as alluring, right, as this young woman here. And she's like tall, and you're, you know, it's like you're bringing in all this goodness, like you're attracting it to you. There's like this, magnetic quality to you. And then we see here water, right? And this on two sides pouring over, and here we got two sides pouring over, looking down, looking down. Both of these are looking straight at us. You know, they're kind of turned towards the past, but straight at us. And then, you know, we have the Queen Bee, the two queens on the board looking towards the future. And then these like more healing cards looking down into the water, right? Which is saying to me, pay attention to your emotions. Let your emotions guide the way. And, you know, when you do that, I think that you will start seeing the way forward, because I think right now, you know, it's like that's why this, you know, Fool card is sitting in the mind. You don't know right now where to go, right? You don't know how to proceed to your future, you know? And I do see that here, and that's what's kind of blocking your action. And this is saying, you know, the way to get past that is to look into your emotions. Let them guide you. Right? Talk to Spirit. Let Spirit guide you. You know, Spirit's right here. And once again, you know, this time period is a gift, right? There's something, yeah, okay. Sorry. I just got a new message from this. You know, you've got this gift here, but it hasn't been opened yet, right? And that is, you know, this, what is going to give you strength going through the future, you know, that there are more gifts. It's like there's a whole trove of gifts under the Christmas tree. This one is being offered to you now. And I feel like you will get some kind of little gift of some sort, you know, whether this is like an actual gift or if this is like something really exciting happening, because we do have that, you know, full blue moon in Taurus conjunct Uranus. And with this gift showing up, I can't help but feel like there is something that's going to come up that's going to be really nice. I feel like it's going to be a nice gift. And keep that, right? Because we do need this strength going in the future. But all of this, right, this all that we've been going through has given us strength, has given us this grace to move through these more difficult times. Have faith, trusting in the instincts, the courage, right? All these things that we associate with this strength card. And it's going to carry you through. You know, both of them have their eyes closed, taking comfort in each other. And there's trust there, right? So yeah, I feel like this gift, you know, at the very center here, it's very healing. It gives you like like, it allows you to rest, right? Because we do have this heart chakra. You know, the fourth chakra is the heart chakra. And I do see that here as well. You know, this self-love, love for others, right? One love. And I feel like whatever this is allows you to kind of like rest. And allows you to be okay with not being able to see your way forward at this time. And, you know, that can be disconcerting, right? But Spirit is just really trying to get through to you that all is well. The way forward will be shown in time. Okay. Let's get a piece of art. For Sagittarius, please. I want to go over here. Left. Unreal City. I feel, you know, this is like, it's got this very new age yet vintagey kind of feel to it, right? There's, look at that. We've got the triangle here, 3 points on it. We have the 3 of Pentacles at the bottom and the 3 prime numbers. I feel like that, you know, it's kind of talking about that Uranus energy. And just the surrealism of all that we're going through right now, right? Yeah, I'm just drawing here again, this little line right here, and just the healing. I mean, the healing, absolute healing that's going on right here. You're strong enough. Yeah. I've been here, the music lesson. Music, of course, is important during this time period. Pay attention to messages sent to you through music. You can ask questions and get messages through music. And, you know, there's like love, right? I can't help but see the love. It's a promise here, right?